The Dallas Cowboys delivered one of the most unbelievable comeback of the entire 2025 NFL season. What looked like a nightmare early in the game slow turned into a historic moment that Cowboys fans will remember for the years. On one day when quarterback Dak Prescott became the franchise all-time passing leader, the Cowboys showed heart, discipline, and will this keep fighting even when everything seemed lost. This game began with Dallas at 5-5-1 record trying to keep faint playoff hopes alive. A loss would have nearly closed to the door on their season. Instead, the Cowboys found the way to rise from the 21-0 hole till the game forced mistakes out of the Philadelphia and finally win 24-21 with late field goal. Every part of the team contributed: offense, defense, and special teams. It was a full of team victory. The Eagles won the coin toss and chose to defer, giving the Cowboys the first possession of the game. The Dallas tried to start fast, but the drive faced on the eerie challenge when they found themselves in the 4th and 3 situation near midfield. Offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer decided to go for it. Dak Prescott attempted a short pass to running back Javonte Williams, but the two could not connect and ball turned over on downs. Philadelphia immediately took advantage of the short field. Quarterback Jalen Hurts marched the Eagles down and hit wide receiver A.J. Browns for the first touchdown of the game. Just like that, Dallas was down by 7 and playing from the behind early. Dallas regained the ball, hoping to answer quickly, but their second drive was even worse. They went 3 and out and punted. The Cowboys defense came into the field and initially did well, forcing what looked like a quick stop. But a loose moment flowed when Cowboys defender accidentally ran into the Eagle punter. It was ruled a personal foul because contact was made with the plant leg. That penalty gave the Eagles a fresh set of downs. The Cowboys of defense tightened up again, but then on offsides penalties extended the drive once more. Those mistakes proved costly. Jalen Hurts took advantage and scored another touchdown on a designed quarterback run. At the end of the first quarter, Dallas trailed 14-0 and had no momentum. The second quarter opened with a small spark. Dak Prescott found a wide receiver CeeDee Lamb for a big gain. At the first, it looked like Lamb fumbled, but replay showed he was down before losing the ball. Unfortunately, the relief did not last long. On every next play, Covant Turpins took a handoff and fumbled it clearly. Philadelphia recovered and the pressure grew heavily. The Eagles soon faced the 3rd and 12 offering. There was a chance to finally escape the drive. Instead, Jalen Hurts hit a Devonta Smith for a first touchdown, and not long after Hurts punched in another rushing touchdown. With that score, Philadelphia went up to 21-0. Things looked bleak for the Dallas, and fans across the country were frustrated. But the Cowboys' offense did not completely shut down. George Pickens made plays tight, and Jake Ferguson had a solid catch, and the Dallas pushed the ball all the way to the goal line. However, rookie tackle Tylen Guyton jumped early for the false start. That penalty bracket the Cowboys up. On the next play, Dak Prescott threw an interception in the end of the zone while targeting CD Lamb. The broadcasts later speculated that Guyton might have been baited into moving by an Eagle defender, but it's something nearly impossible to prove. Finally, the Cowboys defense forced to clean punt with no penalties attached. The Dallas returned on offense with a small burst of the confidence. A big first down connection from the Prescott to Turpin kept the drive alive. With just 21 seconds left on the half, Prescott delivered a moment Dallas desperately needed. The touchdown pass to George Pickens. It cut the Eagles leading to 21-7. Halftime arrived with the Dallas still far behind, but a spark had been lit. Philadelphia opened the second half with the ball, but this time the Cowboys defense was ready. They forced 3 and out and handed the ball back to the offense with a chance to keep reading momentum. Before anything else happened, Dak Prescott completed a pass that officially made him the Cowboys franchise leader in the career passing yards. The stadium celebrated the milestone, and it added another layer of the emotion to the unfolding comeback. Dallas' next drive stalled, and they had 2 punts. The defense stepped up again and forced another Eagles stops. This kept the game within reach. But Dallas still needed points. They moved the ball well enough to get into field goal range. Kicker Brandon Aubrey lined up for the 51-yard attempts. Usually, Aubrey is incredibly reliable, but this time he pushed the kick left. The score of the stayed 21-7. Eagles' offense came back on the field, but the Dallas defense, which had struggled early, was now playing with confidence. They forced yet another punt. This was Philadelphia's second 3 and out of the half and their third punt of the quarter. The Cowboys' offense finally capitalized. Dak Prescott found CD Lamb for the massive gain that put Dallas deep into the Eagles' territory. A few plays later, tight end Blaven Spanford caught a touchdown pass. Suddenly, the deficit was down to 21-14. The fans were alive, the sidelines were energized, and the entire stadium could feel the comeback forming. As the third quarter ended, the Cowboys were driving again, but not comfortably. The fourth quarter began with the Philadelphia trying to regain control. A few penalties made the drive mess, but Eagles eventually reached to the field goal range for kicker Jack Elliott. He had already made 58-yard field goal early in the season, and this kick was from the 56 yards, well within his range, but in a shocking turn, the kick went wide. Dallas took possession again, and almost instantly Dak Prescott found George Pickens for another huge gain. On that same drive, Prescott finished the job himself, running in a touchdown to tie the game at 21-21. The crowd erupted after tailing 21-0. Dallas had finally evened the score. Eagles tried to respond. They moved the ball well at the first, but Cowboys defender Sam Williams made a clutch play, punching the ball out of the hands of the running back, Saquon Barkley. Dallas recovered the fumble, giving the Cowboys their first chance all game to take the leads. But the Cowboys' offense could not capitalize. They punted the ball away, and energy dipped slightly. Fortunately for the Dallas defense back, Elijah Clark created another huge play by forcing the second fumble. Long snapper Trent Sieg recovered the loose ball, and the Cowboys suddenly had a ball again to prime position. On the third touchdown, Prescott fired a pass to CD Lamb that could have been a touchdown, but Lamb dropped it. The Cowboys chose to go for it on fourth down but failed to convert. They turned the ball over a downs without scoring. Eagles got the ball back but could not find any rhythm. The Dallas defense held strong and forced a punt. The Cowboys regained possession with the 95 seconds left, more than enough time for the veteran quarterback like Prescott. The Dallas moved down a field with a calm confidence. They protected the ball, made smart throws, and entered the comfortable kicking range. Brandon Aubrey returned to the field, ready for redemption. This time, they drilled the field goal straight through the uprights. The Dallas led 24-20.